Hey, everybody. We are live right now, but presently what's happening is we are testing out our IVED Reads technology. So we're streaming on 3 different Facebook pages. We're streaming on our YouTube channel, and we're streaming on our Twitter feed. It looks like Instagram is not working, but we will try and fix that in a little bit. So if you jump on this and you're listening to me talk, this is where you will be able to come to for our IVED Reads live stream for the next 3 months. So in June, we'll be looking at 12 Lies That Hold America Captive and the Truth That Sets Us Free, my book, focusing specifically on Christian nationalism. In July, we're going to be looking at a Bible study by a man named Steve Tamayo, who is on staff, a lead strategist with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship in the Multi-Ethnic Initiatives Department. And we'll be going through his Bible study in July, focusing on racism. And in August, we're going to be looking at Chandra Crane's book, Mixed Blessing. And we'll be looking specifically at white supremacy. And so the first week of the month, we'll be having interviews with those authors, along with follow-up and conversations. And then we'll be looking at discussions that come along with that via Zoom and via apps like this. It'll be completely virtual. So I would love for you to grab your small group, grab these books because they are on sale right now, 50% off and free shipping to get them to you. And so I'll share more about that if more people come on. But for right now, we're going to check and make sure all of our technology is working. So I'm going to see if I can pull y'all in. And so I'm going to add to the stream. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. This is a win. I feel really good about this.
Yeah. So I am now in your studio, apparently.
It's true. It's great to talk to you because you're generally a wonderful person. And it's nice to talk to adults and not small children throughout the day. And so I get to say thank you for being willing to interview me in a book that you helped make a lot better than when you first got it next week. So yeah, do you have any questions about StreamYard or what we'll be doing? Because you could totally ask whatever you want and we try to pilot this out.
So we're just doing a test through it right now to make sure that people can see us and hear us. I forgot to bring my headphones to the office, so I'm just going through with my laptop and speakers. So I wonder, but if the sound is fine, you can hear me okay? Maybe I don't need it.
Yeah. It is fine, but someone just told me the lighting behind me is too bright, so I'm going to switch this, and let's see if this is better. This will not be the background when we actually do it, FYI. But one of the things that's cool about StreamYard is that it automatically cancels your echo when it's streaming through. So yeah, so I think that's why it's helpful. Yeah, and someone else just chatted via Twitter to say, hey, get away from the window. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Well, how about this? Al, can you tell us a little bit about what you do with IVP?
Yeah, sure.
We just test. Awesome. Go for it.
Well, my name is Al Shee. I'm an editor at InterVarsity Press, and I have been here about 26 years. I acquire and develop books in church and culture and discipleship and justice, mission, and all the different ways that we live out the Christian faith in the world. And so I acquire about 18 to 20 books a year and work with authors from proposal stage through the first draft of the manuscript, and then help them develop the book to be as effective as possible, and then hand it off to a copy editor after it's revised, and then the book is eventually published, and we celebrate the book going out into the world. So I've
nice.
Some, I don't know, 200 and I counted up at one point, some 280 authors on about 350 books over the years.
What?
Yep.
That is Monstrous. And then you've written books too,
Yeah,
right?
three books of my own.
Nice, nice. Were you ever tempted to go to another publisher with your book?
Well, I have been headhunted a few times by
Oh.
by other publishers, but in every case, I sort of listen to the pitch and it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting, but I have decided against it because I don't want to move to the cities that they're located in, and I probably wouldn't be able to do the kinds of books I get to do here at IVP. So
That makes sense.
I'm happy to be where I'm at.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, you may not be able to answer this question, but who is your favorite author?
Out
of the 280 you said?
No, it's like saying what's your favorite kid. It's like you've got all these relationships, all these friends. I do love two categories. I love first-time authors. I love working with first-time authors to get their book into the world because there's an enthusiasm and joy. Because I've been around long enough that it's no big deal, a new book, whatever. But for them, it's new, and so I love the energy and enthusiasm that comes from first-time authors as they publish their book, and it's like, hey, look, you have something to say, you've got something to say, contribute to the world, and here's how we help you. And the other category is long-term authors that I've worked with for 10, 15 years now. A couple of my authors I've done like 12 or 14 books with, and to be able to work with somebody and have that relationship over a career is fun. It's great to be able to, because you know each other, you've developed trust, and you get to sort of see each other's blind spots, and so yeah, I love seeing authors develop over the years as well.
Nice. Have you ever gotten a manuscript and you were like, I really wish that we could publish this, but I think it needs to go somewhere else?
Yeah,
anything like that?
Sometimes it's a matter of fit. Like, okay, this is a good book, but it's not really an IVP book. This should go to this publisher or that. So sometimes that is the case. Other times we turned on a book, even though it's a good book, but it overlaps something in our line. It's like, oh, it's good, but we just did a book like this, or we've got another one in the pipeline, and so we don't really have room for another. So that happens a lot too. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I try to encourage authors, go for the gap, look for what's missing. Because sure, there's all these books on the marketplace, but there's often things that aren't being said, or perspectives that are not represented. So sometimes it's like the topic might be old, but the context is new. Oh, hey, who's that?
And this is Maya. Maya has not written a book yet, but she has written many songs and has a lot of art.
Great.
Maya, can you say hi to everybody? This is the first time she's actually joined a live stream. Usually she avoids them. like what are you up to, my friend? She was just working on some gears and working on some Chinese nursery rhymes. Is that right, Maya? Huh? Yeah. So
Do.
Oh, you're talking do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? Is that what you're doing? Yes? That makes sense. So for those of you who watch this later, our live streams will happen at night when this child is asleep and not choking me. It seems like I have not had any hiccups on streaming. Have you had any, like with any hesitations or like that? Any of that?
Looks okay from my side, but
okay.
I don't think I can see what you can see.
All right, awesome. If there are people watching on Facebook, you can feel free to post comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. I never post anything on YouTube, but we can do it, so we will. My daughter would love for me to stand up, which I'm not going to do, Maya, because then I'll be out of the frame, right? But I will. The only thing that's not working, it looks like Instagram is not working. So a cool thing maybe we could tell Allie and the social media team is that it looks like Facebook does not. Whoa, Xiaoxing, be careful. Xiaoxing. It looks like Instagram does not allow you to stream directly. You have to stream via another app. And so people are commenting right now. Great. So Crystal, if you were watching this, can you make a note in our to-dos to fix the RMTP for Instagram? So one of the cool things is that the StreamYard, we can go through different things, but we'll make sure that that Instagram is working. Cool. Any other stuff you think we need to work on, Sally? Sally, would you like to come on and test yours? Maybe we could try 3 people and see what happens.
Yeah, bring her on.
Come on in. She's shaking her head, but we're about to put her in anyway. So let's see.
All
hey,
right.
Sally, how are you?
I'm good. I'm usually behind the scenes, which I like.
Which you like? Well, you're in
That's
front
okay,
of
though.
all. You're in front of all 4 people, so you're good.
All right.
Hey, Sally, it's good to hear from you. Maya, Sally says hi. Right?
Hi, Maya.
She says hi. She's right there. That's Sally. Oh, but don't touch the keyboard, okay?
Yeah, there.
Sally, could you talk about what we do within a varsity in IVP just to make sure that it can take 3 people?
I work on strategic partnerships and initiatives, which is sort of a catch-all for lots of projects that we've never tried before, like this one, and things that involve lots of different people trying to collaborate. So I do a lot of logistics and operational things and a little bit of marketing. So it's fun. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together every day.
Nice. Has there been a puzzle in the past with all these partnerships that you were like, this was my favorite puzzle to work on?
Oh, well, I loved working on something that InterVarsity is doing called the GAPS program, which is providing a book of ours after college to graduating seniors before they graduate. And then they meet with InterVarsity staff and do a study on the book for 4 different sessions, and putting that all together so that students could get the book from IVP for free, but the staffer could know that the student had gotten the book, and the fund that was set aside for paying for the books could pay for them. There were lots of different moving parts with that, and it was fun to see that just kind of all come together in a nice order process.
Nice.
So
Nice. And just checking, you're in Seattle right now, right?
I am. Yes, I am in Seattle.
Nice. And Al is in Chicago. Right. So we're
at both coasts, and Chicago is also on Lake Michigan, so that's the 3rd coast. So
nice.
True.
Nice. And so it seems like we've been good on these 5 platforms, and the stream is good. And I'm excited. I'm really hopeful that things like GAPS and things like this will be more the norm. As there's more collaboration and cross-pollination. She is being a snow leopard right now. That's a game that's happening in our house at the present moment. And so yeah, I really hope that GAPS can. That was with Brian Lapsuito. Is that right? Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's been running for about 2 years. I think they have another year to go. Okay. The pandemic actually disrupted them in a big way, and we had to redo the whole order process. So that was kind of a pandemic challenge.
Okay, awesome. That makes sense. So since I am under attack, and it seems like we're good. Like go okay. Then we will. I will close this stream. And again, for those of you who see it, because I think it might stay up for a little while. What we're hoping to do is make sure that folks this summer can engage rigorously with the things that have been happening around our country and around our world. And so in June, we'll be looking at Christian nationalism through my book, 12 Lies That Hold America Captive and the Truth That Sets Us Free. In July, we'll be looking at racism and ethnic identity through Steve Tamayo's great Bible study on ethnic identity. And then in August, we'll be looking at Chandra Crane's Mixed Blessing, specifically at white supremacy. And so this summer, we can't read our way out of white supremacy, and no conference is going to catalyze. No conference will completely dismantle racism. That's not how it works. What we can do is start with reading, because a great way to engage with people that we can't meet because they don't live in our communities is through great books like the ones that IVP publishes. And fortunately, not like the Bible, we can't really ask Moses what he meant or Isaiah what they were trying to figure out, but you can ask me and Chandra and Steve and Al and the wonderful folks at IVP like Sally to actually get at what we're doing, so we can go #beyond the book. Okay, so we'll be doing IVED reads. We'll go #beyond the book, and then we will hopefully provide the community and accountability and encouragement necessary to walk out of a colonized space into the kingdom of God and the family of Jesus in ways that are transformative and helpful and redemptive for the world. Because I don't know about y'all, but I would love to see a much more hopeful social media space when I get online. And so I hope these books bless y'all. Again, they are 50% off. And there's free shipping. So feel free to go to experientialdiscipleship.com or jonathan-walton.com, click on events and get your books and sign up. Thank y'all so much. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Al. And I will try to find y'all on Instagram. Bye.
Great. Bye.